I was in my final year of university. I just came back from the library after doing an all-nighter with some friends, and I slept around 16 hours that night. Little did I know this would be one of my craziest dreams of all time. It was the first time I had a dream inside of a dream. Enter dream. I was in my university house, which I shared with 5 other friends. 2 of them, Colin and Gemma, were with me in the kitchen. I just entered. Colin was cooking and Gemma was rolling a joint. To the right, there's a window into our garden, which is a small alleyway in real life. However, in the dream I see a huge steel cage like the ones in WWE when they do Hell in a Cell. Inside the cage, there are 500 people, closely packed together out in a sunny day. If this was real life, I would probably pass out. However, I was mildly stunned in the dream. Colin, Gemma and I walk out into the garden to see what's going on. We see the people in the cage acting casual, mingling with each other and just chill in general. They were all smiling and sharing a laugh as if everything was okay. To note, the garden looked like one of my old friends' gardens. We were friends in primary/middle school and hadn't spoken since. The layout was such where, when you walk out into the garden, there is a large square patch of grass just ahead of some patio. The cage was to the back left of this patio. Now things start to get weird and disturbing. For some reason, my friends and I begin to plant scarecrows a few meters apart from each other on the grass patch. We dress them in KKK uniforms and smear them with some blood. We did this for the people in the cage to watch. My friends and I begin to worry about something. We feel that someone is coming, but we don't know who, and then we make our way back into the house. Now, for the first time in my life, inside my dream, I wake up. I was sitting halfway up in a bed and my head was spinning and my vision was really hazy. It takes me a few minutes to compose myself and stand up straight. When I do, I see myself in a room similar I had been in before. A relative's bedroom. I realized I was in a completely different house to what I was dreaming about. The room was dimly lit with a single blue light bulb. A detective with a top hat and notepad and one of my uncles were in the room. The detective looked at me cold-faced while my uncle had a worried and shocked expression on his face. My mind was still slightly hazy at this point, and they were both constantly asking me for questions and pushing me for answers, for something. In the room on the left wall I noticed there were 8 random paintings hung up. It was also clear that 2 were missing from the dust print left on them and the nails in the wall. They asked me questions about the paintings and keep repeating to them that I don't know. 10 minutes of feeling dizzy. I have a light bulb moment. I brush past my uncle and the detective, stumbling as I walk. I go outside into the garden, which was the same as mentioned before, only this time it was dark outside. The sky was moonlit with many stars. But there was one more thing. On 2 of the scarecrows, there were paintings hanging. The detective and my uncle were behind me and they were practically frozen. I walk past them and back into the house. However, things begin to shift. The corridors switch between very wide and narrow as I change direction. I come across a kitchen, and just by the door to enter it, there is a dining table. I notice 2 women sitting, drinking tea and eating biscuits. I notice the 2 women look like my mother and sister. They take no notice of me and continue to have a normal conversation. I then turn back towards the corridors, and I wake up.